I'm here to talk about the real truth on why and how I migrated to Europe. My name is Annie, and you're welcome to my channel. A lot of people wonder if you get a visa on arrival when coming to Austria. Austria is in Central Europe, yeah, and it shares borders with a lot of other European countries. Is in the Schengen region. I'm currently based in Vienna, Austria, with my partner. I think Austria shares border with Slovenia, Slovakia, Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Liechtenstein, Czech Republic, Hungary, and yeah, I think shares border with about 8 or 9 European countries. And some people wonder, how can they migrate to Austria? I've mentioned in one of my videos previously that I am not a travel consultant, but I just want to summarize this in a video. And if there's a personal request from any of you watching this video on something you would like me to shed more light on, believe me, I'm definitely going to be sharing them. If I'm looking down, please pardon me. I have a list of everything here. So the first thing is, when you want to relocate to Austria, is verification and legalization of your documents. Before you relocate to a country like Austria, be it you are coming with the family reunion visa, student visa, or work visa, you must verify and legalize your documents with the necessary Austrian authority in your country. There are some countries exempted from verification and legalization, but the country where I am from, which is Nigeria, you need to verify. In fact, you need to authenticate, verify, and legalize your document. Sometimes that takes up to 1 year or 2 years, depending on how lucky you are. And if there is no mistake with your document, it can take a shorter time. A lawyer will come to your house. A lawyer will go to your school if you are using student route. That's if you are doing your document. If you are doing family reunion, both your court wedding certificates, everything, your age declaration, you are going to verify and legalize each and every one of them. If you are going for students, I don't think it's all documents you need to legalize, just the ones you're making use of. For family reunion, you need to legalize your court marriage certificate. That is the first step if you want to relocate to Austria. Another thing is, if you are going with family reunification, you need to write A1 exam in German. You need to get A1 in German. German, that's Deutsch, has different levels. There's A1, A11, A12, A11, A2, B1, B2. I'm not really too acquainted with things like this, but you need to get your A1 in Deutsch, in German, if you are going for the family reunion. But if you are going as a student, if it's an English taught program, you don't need Deutsch exam. But if it's a German taught program or a partial German, because there are some courses that are partially Deutsch, partially English, you need a particular, I don't know, you have to research on the school. If you're going to a particular school, check their requirements, go through their requirements, then you will see what exactly you need to get. One thing I know about this country is, when you have all your documents, if your documents are correct, if your documents are accurate, nothing missing, nothing broken, everything in your documents is correct, you give them what they ask for. Even if what they ask for, you don't have it, they will give you time to get it. You meet up with that deadline, they will give you what you want. So that is another thing. Another step is, after that, you will now apply for your resident permit. This is not like countries like US, Canada, UK. I don't think Australia verify or legalize documents as well. And I don't think you need a resident permit. I don't know. I think Canada does study permit or something. I am not sure. I am just going to be sharing what I know from my experiences and from my research and from conversations I have had with people that live here. You would need to apply for your resident permit. Before you even start the process, go to their online website and check for everything you need to apply for a resident permit. Be it family reunion or students, you need to apply for a resident permit. First, when your resident permit has been approved, then that's when you now need to apply for your visa. In fact, they will be the one to even contact you and give you a date from VFS on when to submit your document for your visa. I don't know if you guys understand me. Before, the visa is done directly from the Austrian embassy, but currently it's being done by VFS. I think they've delegated the responsibility to VFS. Then, once your resident permit has been approved, be rest assured they will give you visa. You get your visa to come here and pick up your resident permit card. So with your resident permit, it gives you more or less like a legal residence here for the meantime you are here. If you are coming with family reunion, your documents will carry the date on your husband or wife documents, that's resident permit. If you're coming as a student, it's renewable after 1 year. Every 1 year till you finish your program, right? And the another thing I read about is that they give post-study work opportunity for 1 year. So after your school, you can be here 1 year. If you get a job, good for you. If you don't, please return back to your country. But for family reunion, you will be here with your partner's documents. Any date that is on the document, that's the date that will be in your own document. Now, when traveling to Austria, after this video, I'm going to make a separate video explaining everything you need to bring when traveling to this kind of country. Even if you're traveling to other countries, it can also be helpful to you. I had some issues at the airport in as much as I paid for extra 23 kg because I used Egypt Air. And for Egypt Air, you are entitled to 223 kg and your hand luggage of 8 kg. Don't allow them deceive you. It's not 10, it's not 12, it's 8 kg and 223 kg. You can pay for an extra 23 kg online, or you pay it at the airport that day you are traveling, though it will be more expensive. So we paid for an extra 23 kg. I can't remember how much my husband paid again. I think it's one something euro at that time, so we paid for that. Unfortunately, when I got to the airport, I still had issues with my luggage because I wanted to carry the entire country to come to Europe. But no, weigh your bags. I weighed my bags, but I was stubborn and I had issues. I still gave my sister some things to bring back. For if you're using Egypt Air, you cannot go in with school bag and hand luggage. It's either your school bag or another hand luggage. I had a school bag and my hand luggage. So I had to change the school bag to a small handbag. So you can go with your small handbag. But if you're going with a school bag, they will count that school bag as hand luggage. You will have to still, guys, if you, don't worry, on a good day, I will still list everything you need to carry when relocating abroad, the things that are necessary and the things that are not necessary. I had to still drop some of my things when I was about entering. I was begging this woman. This woman was so wicked. She said, "Madam, if you don't reduce it to 8 kg, you are not traveling. You will miss this flight." Mind you, if you have been following my videos, this is the second time I'm booking a flight. I first of all booked Ethiopia Airline. I had some issues and I had to cancel. It now shortened the money and I'll book again, Egypt Air. This woman looked at me and said, "Madam, if you don't reduce it to 8 kg, we are going to leave you." And by then, they're already boarding. Flights will soon move. I had to still drop some of my things outside there. I left them, like 5 of the clothes I put in the hand luggage, swimming trunk. Tell me where I'm carrying swimming trunk to. Shey they are selling swimming trunk abroad. My swimming trunk, I dropped it. My hair tie, some like 5 things, I dropped them there, and I held my laptop and some other things. So be careful with your luggage. So that was how I now was now able to enter the plane and now got to Cairo, because we transited for 14 hours plus in Cairo because I use Egypt Air. Cairo, you don't have issues. You don't need to worry. In Cairo, you can carry. In fact, I was shocked because white people, their hand luggage is the normal bag, but from Nigeria, forget it. They will not allow it. And mind you, if you are traveling with Egypt Air from Nigeria, make sure you get your yellow fever vaccine and your yellow fever card from the airport. My experience with Egypt Air was overall a good experience. We're lodged at a hotel in Cairo. You won't even feel the layover time, the 14 hours plus. It was okay. The only thing was I was feeling somehow, you know, somewhere you have not gone to before, you'll be feeling a kind of way, and everyone there was white. I was the only black, so I was feeling somehow, but overall it was a good experience. Then when you get to Cairo, you'll be given a visa on arrival, like a transit visa. Because for them to be able to lodge you in a hotel in Cairo, you need a transit visa. In fact, they will even seize your passport. They will take your passport till the next day when you are ready to travel to your final destination. I don't know if they don't want us to run, but they are going to take your passport till the next day, and they will give you a transit visa so you are able to stay in their country for 14 hours. Then I finally landed in Vienna. The embassy will give you an appointment to pick up your resident permit card. Then I picked up my resident permit card. My appointment like was in the next 1 month. I picked it up, and yeah, that was it. That was how I traveled from Nigeria all the way to Europe. Yeah, it sounded like a very easy stuff because I'm saying the story, but it was not an easy journey at all. It was not an easy journey. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. If there is anything you would like me to share or to shed more light on, you can let me know in the comment section. My email address is always in my profile, it's in my description on my Instagram. You can feel free to reach out on Instagram, to reach out on my email and ask your question. If it's something I feel the need to make an entire video about, you can let me know, because now I'm streamlining my content to living in Austria. Austria living, that is what my channel is all about, and how I navigate life as a newly married lady who just reunited with her husband in Europe. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Do well to like, share, subscribe, turn on your bell icon so anytime I upload a new video you will get notified. I will definitely see you in my next video. Bye for now.